if somebody's drunk and angry, in the Navajo culture, the response to that person is silence. It's not counting to 10. Come on in. Sit on mic, fucking making a show. You're not on yet. Go sit down.
Fucking come in.
Fuck you. Sit down.
It's in Mexico now. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm Mexican snoot now. I'm a white privileged Mexican snoot. Fuck you. Get out.
No, don't feed the fire, right?
Bald motherfucker. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. So, all right, come on, let me give you my story. It's good. And then we're going to get going. John's not going to hear it, but he's a comedian. This is funny. Go, it's funny. It's funny. We're laughing. It's fine. Go to the bathroom. Go to the alien motherhood. We know who you're working for. He's in the reverse engineering UFOs. So anyway, the thing is, and so the response to a drunk, angry person is silence. And the reason why is because in Navajo culture, the person who's flipping out over something stupid, and just think about your own life when you've done it, and you all have, and so have I, it's because the person is possessed. They're not in their own mind. They're not at fault. They are just possessed by, they're witched, they're bewitched. And they're flipping out. And if you've ever tried to negotiate something with somebody who's decided they're going to be angry and everything you say is going to make them angrier, all you're heading for is knife threats and all your valuable shit broken and everything else. And what I'm saying to you is, the Navajo response is, you say the person is not in their right mind, they are possessed by something else, and the response is that you don't communicate with that demon, you just be quiet. You just stop talking. Let them have it out and don't engage, because the engagement will amplify, and that's why people get shot.
Don't feed the fire.
Don't feed the demon.
Yeah, don't feed the fire.
Silence is the response.
Yeah.
And then when they wear their stuff out and they don't get any response, they actually melt back down, they get their shit together, they figure shit out, and then usually what you get is, I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah.
Can I buy you a drink? Can I take you out to dinner? Anyway, but I'm making a cross-cultural comparison. But the fact of the matter is, silence has value. We use it automatically. It would be nifty if we would consider how we communicate and use it actively and with awareness. All right? Is that a fair lesson?
Yeah.
Something, just a thought. Thank you. You may applaud if you like, or you may sit in silence. Either will do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, because he's funny as fuck, and he keeps coming back here like cancer. Please welcome to the stage, John. Give him a round of applause.
The nicest comparison to cancer I've ever gotten before.
That's what we do here.
It's on here.
Move that out of your way.
Alright, so hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome.
Alright. So when I was walking in here tonight, I saw a girl drop a cigarette on the ground, and she picked it up, threw it in the trash, and got another one. And I asked her, like, well, what was that about? You know, it didn't break, it didn't get wet, there's nothing wrong with it. And she said, well, it was on the ground, I don't want to get sick. I recently got busted trying to pick up a prostitute.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I would have gotten away with it too if she hadn't have been screaming, put me down so loud. So when I was younger, I was about to have sex with this girl for the first time, and she said, oh, you don't worry about putting on a condom, I'm on the pill. I was like, well, all right, at the time, I didn't even know there was a pill that kept you from getting herpes.
Yeah, that's it, come on.
That was good.
Yeah, you gotta cough it up for that one.
That was a good one.
So when I was, back when I was in middle school, I remember this pretty girl ran up to me and she said, John, I just caught your friend trying to look up my skirt. And so I confronted him about it. I'm like, dude, Macy just told me you tried looking up her skirt. Buddy, if she hasn't caught me yet, you're not even trying.
The vacuum of
space.
I was hosting a party recently, and somebody came up to me. I was like, "Hey man, where the hose at?" So I took him to the tool shed out back. He was pissed off. Apparently, keeping sex slaves out there isn't cool.
Keep them quiet. Keep them quiet.
The new material. I like it.
So back in the day, I used to sell drugs.
Why did you stop?
I quit. Well, I stopped the first time I got a gun put in my face. That was pretty much the end point for me. You know, the dude caught on pretty quickly that I had sold him a kilo of Pepsi. So you guys seen that new show 13 Reasons Why?
No.
Nobody
watches that show.
You know what you're familiar with the concept of the show 13 Reasons Why.
No, we're all going to watch it.
Tell us.
Yeah,
we are hedonists.
Now move on to the next show.
Alright, yeah. Well, basically, you know.
Well, that was a first.
Well, thanks for fucking up my segue, because that was my segue into my. So 13 Reasons Why. This girl gives these 13 tapes to 13 people about, you know, why they're responsible for her committing suicide. I really it's really a piece of shit though. They really ought to rename it. Go ahead, do it. Commit suicide. That'll teach the bastards.
Yeah. They saw that show.
Yeah, they know what I'm talking about. It's written for the ever-growing demographic of people who are, you know, convince themselves that they have 13 different mental illnesses, but really they just suck at life. But speaking of people that suck, Donald Trump. I saw a poll the other day that said after, what's it been, 100 days, his approval rating is already down to 35%. Like 35%, y'all believe that? 35% of Americans still support this jackass? And, you know, and we all know one, you know, we all know a Trump supporter, well, at least all the white people here know a Trump supporter. And effectively their argument is just, well, you know, Benghazi and emails, and Obama's a Muslim. Was actually a direct quote from Rudy Giuliani at the RNC. But, you know, and this isn't to mean that I'm in love with the Democrats. I got a big long list of problems with them too. But if we had an election in this country to determine whether I got the flu or AIDS, I'm voting for the fucking flu, you know? And there's always going to be that person who's like, well, you know, they both suck. I can't bring myself to vote for either of them, you know? I'm voting for whooping cough. Stop voting for whooping cough. It's not gonna win. It's never gonna win. You're throwing your vote away, and that's how you get AIDS. And yes, Jill Stein is whooping cough in this analogy because she panders to people who don't believe in vaccinating their kids. But, you know, and I hate that question, like, oh, so are you a Democrat or a Republican? It's like asking me, you know, oh, do you like the American League or the National League? You know, I'm pretty disillusioned with baseball in general ever since they sent my cousin to die on a bullshit war to steal oil from soccer. Donald Trump really is the Tim Tebow of baseball, of politics. He can certainly draw a crowd of Southerners, but damn, he's in over his head. And so, y'all saw last year the Jacksonville Jaguars. They fired their head coach.
The preppy outfit and the fucking flak jacket.
Whoa!
You got a flak jacket for me?
I said nothing. He saved you.
Being yelled at.
Cinemike saved the day.
I've never been heckled from outside the room before.
Heckled from the porch.
From the porch, yeah. So, so last year the Jacksonville Jaguars, they fired their head coach because they've sucked forever. And y'all know who they replaced him with? They replaced him with another fucking football coach, because that's who you hire to fill a coaching vacancy. Like, can y'all imagine the guys in the Jaguars front office sitting around a table trying to figure out who they're going to replace the coach with, and they're like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of football coaches. Football coaches got us in this mess in the first place. What we need is an outsider. We need somebody who's going to bring some brand new ideas on how to run this team. I like it. Who should we get? Hand raises in the back of the room. I know who we should hire. Lady Gaga. Think about it.
She did the Super Bowl.
Yeah, she sold millions of albums. She's clearly very successful. She speaks her mind. She don't give a shit about what people think about her. That's the attitude we need to get this team kicking ass and winning games.
And she also
so much winning.
She also has a penis.
Yeah. And she's never lost an NFL game. Guys. Johnson, pack up your shit. Because you're moving to that corner office. You just got a promotion, son. Quarterback's back there calling audibles. Silver 19! Silver 19! Hut! Hut! Ho, whoa, whoa! Caught in a bad defense. All right, I apologize for that one. But so, you know what's crazy? There's somewhere out there in a parallel universe, there's two guys talking about, man, you know what's crazy to think about? There's a parallel universe somewhere out there where Donald Trump actually won. Oh man, those poor bastards. Oh man. By the way, you're looking great, man. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. You know, thanks to Sanders Care, I get all my AIDS medication for free now. It's like I don't even have it anymore, you know? Plus I'm making $15 an hour. I can afford to take care of myself again. Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, so you coming to the baseball game tonight? You bet your ass I'm coming to the baseball game tonight. Tim Tebow could set the record for most home runs in a season tonight. All right, thanks. Have a good night.